Now then, how we doing? Welcome back to the channel again. So it's getting a bit cold, so in last time's video, basically if you look at it previously, we were talking about setting up for what we're doing this time of year. You can't turn around and go, oh no, I've got nothing to do, or it's a bit cold down there, oh yeah, yeah. So there's lots to do this time of year on the allotment. So like I said, tidying out your greenhouses, yeah, getting rid of your rubbish, yeah, going over your compost heap, making sure that that's rejuvenating as well, yeah. As we can see, so in the other greenhouse and that, I've been preparing from the other greenhouse, which is empty now, and you'll see that in a bit. I've basically been taking the dead tomato plants out, re-going over the pots again, making sure that they're clean and everything's out, and stacking them up down here. So basically, so next year it'll be easy. I can just move the pots across, plant them up with tomato plants. Talking about tomato plants, this time of year, like I said to you before, you should be collecting your seeds from your produce, yeah. So if you're growing, you know, cucumbers, if you're growing tomatoes, if you're growing chilies and peppers, I've got a pepper plant down here as well, which is doing okay really. Take the seeds out of them, you know. Keep a couple of them for yourself and just take the seeds out of them, label them up, put them in a clear bag, make sure they're dry though, yeah. Don't put them in a clear bag if they're in the slightest bit damp or anything, because they'll just go mouldy and they'll be no good for planting for next year, come March, about March, April, yeah. So that's what I've been doing. I will include a couple of photographs in that. The good news is that the Kimberley tomatoes, I've took a lot of seeds out of them. I don't know if you've seen some of my slides and some of my promotions and stuff like that goes on. I've been working away at the Kimberley tomato seeds, and I've basically dried loads of them out and paper toweled them again, dried them out, yeah. Left them overnight on a single plate in the kitchen where it was like a dry atmosphere, and basically the next day they were totally fine to go in a clear bag. So yeah, so we've got all the Kimberley tomatoes for next year. They're proper tomatoes, honestly, I tell you, wait till you see them. I wish you could be here to taste them because they were so tomatoey. Everyone in the family really enjoyed the Kimberley tomatoes this year, so that's why I'm looking no further. And that's quite an example for you really at the end of the day, that if you do find something that you like, then grow them again. There's no point in having an allotment or greenhouses or anything and putting stuff in there you're not going to eat or you're not going to enjoy growing and that, or you don't actually use, yeah. That's where the difference is not wasting space to stuff that you're not going to eat or use, to actually using all your space and that you can do for products that, you know, produce that you are going to use and that. And it could be stews, curries, casseroles, soups, anything like that, if you're good in the kitchen and you do a bit of cooking. So I just came down today just to have a look at the greenhouse and make sure that, you know, and to clear the gutters, to take all the leaves, because all the leaves are dropping at the moment in the gutters. So I need to make sure that we're still collecting the water, yeah, in the blue barrels that we've got around. So I just wanted to come down and look at, check. I mean, these are still flourishing. These are still flourishing, lovely. Check these. These are like, is it Prairie Fire or Basket of Fire? You know, look at that. There's even fresh flowers on there. So I'm just going to let them, you know, why kill them off or anything like that? Just let them keep going. So I'm quite happy with that at the moment. So I'll just put that down there a minute. I have to be careful. I don't want to hurt me back. Anyway, yeah, I mean, the sun, you know, it's still like 14 degrees at the moment. So there's plenty of them, plenty of them to be used again or whatever. I might just sit them in there actually, to be honest. So I just wanted to check some of the chilies and the plants behind. So yeah, I mean, look, this is still early days for this one. Anyway, we'll just stick that there for now. Down here, even. There we go, that'll do that. Yeah, so here we've got some lemon chili still left. Why do they call them lemon chilies, Andy? Maybe because they're yellow, if you remember. Anyway, yeah, so these are these here, the few that I've got left here. Can you remember what they're called? What did he look like? Kinda look like. Yeah, the carrot chilies, aren't they? Right, yeah, so that's where we are with the carrot chilies, and they're just getting the colour now. So the soil is damp. We've got a few weeds in here, but it's no big deal. Let me just get rid of these actually, because they don't look very attractive. Not in my greenhouse anyway. So if I just slide them out there, while you didn't see, because you didn't see anything, did you? Let me just get rid of these. So yeah, I've just come down to check and see if they wanted a bit of tidying up. And that's all I'm doing. Checking the gutters, checking how the water levels are, you know, because we've got the water levels in the barrels surrounding the greenhouse. I don't want to get too dirty. Anyway, yeah, so these are looking fine. Let me just tie that one off actually. That one's just it's a bit lopsided. There we go. All I do is just tie it over. Yeah, tie it in a little bow at the end of the day. Tie it off in a little bow like that, because when it comes to taking the chilies, I'll just pull it off, take the chilies off if I'm not keeping the chili plant itself, like so, and I'll just tie it back on, just in a bow, simple bow. Yeah, so there we go guys. So there's nothing to fret about really. I've got loads at home, and I've got loads of chilies and tomatoes at home already, which is great. So what we'll do is we'll have a bit of a walk round and that, and then we'll have a bit of a chat on the way. Alright. Now then guys, so this is where we are. So all the Kimberley tomatoes have been taken out now. It's getting a bit colder and there was nothing left on the plants. So like I say, if you're looking for some work to do, this is it. Clean your greenhouses out, yeah? Important things to keep them clean, yeah? And make sure that none of the pots or anything get any infestation in there, and the soil stays clean so you can use it again. But at the end of the day, what I'll be doing with these potses next year is I'll be adding like fish blood and bone, any soil additives and stuff like that. Just watching my foot in there. Yeah, and I'll just be adding some soil additive to the soil. There's nothing wrong with the soil at all, because it's all been thinned out. As you can see, in some of them it's still got vermiculite, perlite in it, which basically keeps it nicely thinned out, so that's great. So that's all clear anyway for now. I mean, as you can see, there's a lot of leaves. There's a lot of leaves everywhere on the allotment. So what I'm doing is this morning, I'm just going through the gutters, making sure that we've still got a water collection system going on. So I haven't done this side yet, but I'll just do it now. It's quite simple actually. Just run your fingers along the gutter in there, like so, yeah, and just take all the leaves away. But on this side, what I do is I tend to leave some leaves in the back, because what I do is, because there's no water system set up here, so the water collection will come off all the roof here, slide the way down, yeah, to the gutter up to this point where I've scrambled all the leaves up there, and it'll just fall out automatically into that water barrel there, which I've got covered up. Yeah, so that's the water system that I've got on this side. I just take a few of the leaves out. I always plug the end up. If I've not got a water barrel at the end, I'll just plug them up. And what it'll do is it'll keep the water flowing all the way down, yeah, as you can see there, through the gap in the gutter, Just set these out. So that's another job. Thinking about your water supply and your water collection. So like you can see here, look, all the leaves are collecting up here. So same again. Which way should we do it? This way. We'll do it this way. So again, I want to clear the gutters. Let's have a look. Oh, I've got a bit of broken glass there. Look at that. Oh, I better leave that there. Right, yep. So come on, Andy. Let's get rid of these leaves. Get that gutter in free. Yeah. So like so. That's it. So we've got a clear run now. So apart from my lovely bit of glass here, which I'll have to put a new sheet in there somehow. We'll just leave that there for now anyway. Yeah. So then, let's have a look. Let's check this gutter. Yeah, that's nice and clear. Yeah, so the water collection system will go into that barrow there. So that's great. So let's have a look. We haven't got one on this side, so I didn't really bother with this side. I think we've got enough here. So some of these here, some of these chilli plants here, as you can see, I've took them out, and what I'm gonna do is overwinter them. So I'm gonna snip them down. I'm gonna snip all these leaves off. Yeah, snip them down to about here. We'll use this as an example. Take all the leaves off, snip it off down to about where my hand is. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap them in something like some cloth or something so the frost don't get to them. And I'm just an experiment. This is an experiment. I've never really had any success in trying to overwinter me chilies. So it's a first for everything, so it's not a problem at all. So I've kept a few plants. So this is what I'm going to do with these ones. I'm going to snip them off down there, like I said, wrap them in something warm, keep them somewhere where there's no heat or no frost or anything, just a steady temperature. And then see if we can get them going again next year. So that's another experiment we can talk about. Oh yeah, so just checking this side on the greenhouses. Yeah, clear that. That's still connected there to collect the water there. So that's a good bit. Let's have a look down here. Just clear these gutters here. Run my hands along them. Make sure they're clear. Take any that are stuck in the pipe, anything like that. And then we've got a water collection going on down there, so we're nearly clear that end. Let me just see, there's some still on the glass here. Hold on. So that's clear now anyway, so that's a lot better. Yeah, so there's no water in the barrels at the moment because I bought one of them water pump machines. And basically, I put the water pump in here and put the lead into the IBC there and got 500 litres out of a couple of barrels there. Well, 400 litres I got because there was a little bit in there. So 400 litres because these were both full. That's 200 litres, yeah. And plus, I got the 200 litres out of here and also the one here. So they're all empty. They're empty. So that'll be good now. So any more rain that's collected now will just be collected in the barrels. So where are we up to on the garden? So we just need to do a bit of tidying up, as I've spoken about before. As you can see, I had all my chilli plants down here. Yeah, they've been they're the ones that are over there now because they were all in pots down here. And I'm going to try and overwinter them because I had like vampire chilies, carrot chilies. What was the other one? Pretty long ones, probably Joe Long's chilies. Actually, they're over there, so they were quite long chilies, and I think they're worth trying to go for next year. We've got 1 or 2 flowers still going on down here, you know, and I took some cuttings the other day and took another set home. So yeah. So it just looks untidy at the moment, doesn't it? You know, with the leaves falling, but there's not a lot I can do. It's been quite windy at Morecambe lately, and we've had a week of rain. So I could do with tidying up round here. I might come back tomorrow actually and do a bit of sweeping up round here. But then I need to put the bird feeders out. So Mr. Fat Pigeon, if you're hiding up there or wherever you are, Mr. Fat Pigeon, you'll have some. We'll have some feed out there tomorrow. So yeah. So as you can see, I filled this IBC up first actually with some of the water. I filled it to the brim. Have you seen it? It's gone right to the brim. It's all dark up there. It's gone right up to the cap. So that's definitely full, that one. And then this IBC I've got full up to here. So it's near enough full. Can't grumble. So at least I've got plenty of water just to start next year off again. So the fence panels look a lot better. It took me about a week to do these. I could only do like 2 panels at a time, maybe 3 panels, and then I run out of time. I had to go, you know. So yeah, so the fence panels look a lot better down here. So welcome to Andy's BCA allotment. So yeah, so if you like what you see, guys, and you want to share the information, come and join the channel, you know. Subscribe to the channel and tell your friends, tell your family, because this is just a bit of trouble I'm having at the moment. But don't think that I'm getting recognised very much, because the figures aren't so good. But anyway, you got to keep trying, ain't you? Some of the YouTubers out there, I mean, they've tried for like, it's took them 3-4 years to get established, so I don't mind. We'll just keep plodding away. And they look lovely then, don't they? Do you know what I mean? I wonder if I could take them cutting. Yeah, they look lovely then. Yeah. So just walking around the allotment now. Obviously, that's another job to do. Get that tidied away. So I've got these to... I'll probably burn them actually, to be honest. In the fire over there. Yeah. Some of these, you know, they're still looking lovely this time of year. I mean, we're in October. So it's pretty late, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's pretty late. So that one of Dad's. Anything in the blue barrel, any of the dahlias in the blue barrel are from my dad before he went. Look at that. That was one of his. I'll call these Ted now. These are called Teds. Look at that. Ted's heads. Ted's dinner plate dahlias. That's absolutely lovely. Look at that in the sun. You know, when you look at it in the sun. It is, it's lovely that. Yeah, we've got a couple down here. These quite surprised me, these ones down here. Because they're only in little pots, but quite a few came out, you know. And they do. They look lovely. Look at them. In the sun as well, you know. They look lovely. Yeah. So, when I spoke about the calla lilies, a friend told me, he said, if you dig these up, yeah, there'll be bulbs underneath them as well. So, that's another way that we could get more plants out of this. So I could dig this plant up and there'll be baby bulbs in it underneath. So that's a way. That's the way if we want to get some more calla lilies for next year. So yeah, that's quite interesting as well. So another job. Yes, I know what you're going to say. The 2 trees, the apple and pear tree, Andy, they still need separating. So that's another job. We've lost a pear tree down here actually. If you remember, there was a pear tree here. Wind blew it off. There's a stem to it. There. Wind broke it off or whatever it was. But yeah, so some things are dying off now. So these are the baby calla lilies. We had 3 there, if you remember. So they'll be sprouting off next year. They'll be adults next year. They'll be massive. Yeah, so your normal bedding plants here. The Chinese lanterns, they're going adrift now, aren't they? They've seen better days. Yeah. Let's have a look. What they doing? Oh, they come like in a pod. I bet that's a seed pod inside. Bet that's a seed pod. We'll have a look at that. I'll look at that in a minute. Yeah, so we never did. Ah, yes, I did. Yes, I had some what were they called, pink celery in here, didn't I? Pink celery. I never took them out there because they didn't seem to do very well. But I need to get a mate to come and lift these wooden boxes and take them to the tip. Or hopefully Claudia will do that for me. But then again, look at these striking colours of these, and there's still some about, you know. Look at that in the sun. That's perfect. That's lovely, that, isn't it? You know. Look at me. Try to race to next year already. Again. Look at that. Striking colours. Just lovely, aren't they? So I'll have to remember that they're in there. That one, that purple one there, it looks like old and foggy. So I'll be ripping that out. But yeah. So again, look at this one here, look. Not bad. Look at that. Look at the colouring on that. That's just beautiful. So yeah. So that's brilliant. So them boxes there just got tidying out. Compost heap is growing, yeah. So we've had all the tomato plants that have died off and that thrown on there. The sweet corn that didn't make anything. They didn't do. I failed on the sweet corn this year, don't forget. So that was a failure. So was the pink celery, if you remember in the other video. I failed on the pink celery. I must have just put it in wrong. And then as you can see here, look, you can see a couple of chilli plants here that I'm going to try overwintering. So, yep, tidy off. Lovely black soil there. It's got a bit of water in it. It's lovely and black. So we're about finished on the rhubarb now. Yeah, that's a bit of a giveaway when your rhubarb's seen better days. So let's see if I can pull it out. Yeah, it just pulls out easy. Yeah, that's it. So that's tidy off now. So that's another job out the way. So we'll just walk that over. And we'll chuck it on the pile, on the compost pile. There you go. That's that. That was easy enough, wasn't it? Let's see if I can pick this up. Because that just looks untidy. I'll just leave it there. Yeah, so we need this fire lighting. I don't think I'll do it today. I think that's a job for tomorrow maybe. And as you can see, all this grass wants trimming. So it wants generally tidying up, doesn't it? So there's a brush I use normally to do these. But they're alright now. We'll just, yeah. Yeah, it wants a good old trimming, that. I might come back tomorrow and do that. So guys, it's time to go, and I hope you like the update. So we've got all the water, we're collecting our seeds, we're tidying things up, and slowly but surely we're getting things sorted out. So it just slows down, doesn't it? It slows down this time of year. So what I might do is just come back later, tomorrow or whatever. So I could do with a bit of trimming, a bit of sweeping up down here, getting rid of some of the leaves. I mean, look at that over there. All the leaves down by the greenhouse. Once you've got rid of them, you've got rid of them. But I suppose the easy option is to get one of them blowers, isn't it? But I don't know. So yeah, definitely I need to come and do some trimming and then see if there's any more seeds that I can collect out of my chilies and my peppers and stuff like that. The stuff that I was talking to you before in the greenhouse and that. Collect your own seeds. You know, why waste money and go out and just purchase it again? Alright, so enough for now. So time to move on. So subscribe to my channel, get on it. Alright, cheers, bye for now.